Hi, I'm Lynette and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on this look right here. I'm calling it my hot lava eyeshadow look. Now in my last tutorial, it was an all yellow eyeshadow tutorial. If you missed it, no worries. I will link it right here for you to watch at your leisure. In that video, I asked folks if there were any other eye colors that you'd like to see me use, any more monochromatic looks you'd like to see me do, and one of my supporters, Dee, hi Dee, she mentioned that she'd like to see an orange monochromatic look. So Dee, this look is for you, but I have to admit I did take some liberties with it. Okay, it's not a true monochromatic orange look, although I did use orange, of course. I also incorporated a red orange coral shade, and I used only 2 colorful eyeshadows to achieve the look, and then one flesh toned eyeshadow that I used to blend out above my crease and under my brow. But what you're seeing, the color that you're seeing, is from only 2 eyeshadows, and I used shadows from palettes that I'm guessing a lot of people already own. Maybe you don't own these 2. Maybe you're not a real eyeshadow addict like me and own so many Juvia's Place palettes. But I used an orange out of the Warrior 2 palette, which is their all matte palette, and then I used this coral shade, my favorite shade in this palette, the original Saharan palette. I think it's a fairly easy look to do, and if you don't have these palettes, any oranges that you have, you could do this look using just one orange eyeshadow if you want to make it a true monochromatic look. As always with these tutorials, these are just to give you some ideas and maybe some inspiration for eye looks that you can do with shadows that you already own. So Dee, this look is for you. I hope you like it. And if you'd like to see how I achieve this hot lava look today, then keep on watching. I'm starting off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, and I'm blending it out with my Real Techniques crease brush, and I'm trying not to take it above the crease because I don't want that white base above the crease. I'm going into the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, and I'm taking the shade Zama, which is this pretty kind of muted orange shade, and I'm using an Eddie Funkhauser big fluffy brush to tap that and blend it onto the lid. And I just went back into the palette multiple times with this shade and the next shade I'm going to use to build up the color to the opacity that I wanted it to be. And then I'm blending it out here in the crease with back and forth windshield wiper motions. So tap first onto the base, and then once I've built up the color, start blending with the back and forth motions. Now I'm going into the Juvia's Place Saharan palette, and I'm taking the shade Sokoto on a NYX number 16 crease brush, and I'm going to place that into the outer V area, tapping first, and then I'm going to blend it into the crease. And once again, I'm just going to go back into the palette multiple times to build up the color and make sure that there's no patchiness or no unevenness, especially there in the crease. And now I'm going back in with that original orange shade Zama and making sure that none of it got blended away with that Sokoto shade. And then back in with the same brush with Sokoto, just to make sure that these 2 shades blend seamlessly together. Now I'm taking my NYX Blame It on Midnight, and I'm going to put that under my brow, and it's going to serve as my underbrow highlight, and it's also going to blend out the edge of that crease shade. And now I'm just taking a makeup wipe and I'm cleaning up the fallout, which was very little. And now I'm going to take that Zama shade and a Makeup Geek pencil brush, and I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line, and I'm going to take it all the way across. I didn't use a base, and as you can see, the shade is very pigmented and it showed up very well on my skin without the need of a base. And this wasn't really necessary there in the inner corner because I'm going to cover it up later. And now I'm going back with Sokoto and the same pencil brush, and I'm basically just going to blend that over top of that orange to darken up that lower lash line a bit. And now I'm taking the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Puppy. I don't know why they didn't call it Poppy, why they called it Puppy, but I'm going to put that in the waterline. And I'm going to go over this a few times because you can barely distinguish, like the color goes really well, right? You can barely see it, but I'm going to build it up and go over it a few times just to build up the color so that you can see a little distinction between it and the shadows on the lower lash line. And I'm going back in with the orange, the Zema, and I decided to use that as my inner corner highlight rather than a shimmer shade. I wanted this to be an all matte eye look. For the finished look, I used the Lashes in a Box style number 10 and the Gel Inglot liner in brown. I'll have the number of it in the description box below. And that is the completed look, Dee Dee. I hope you like it. And for anyone looking to do just a bright pop of color or bright monochromatic look, I hope this tutorial helped give you some inspiration and ideas for a color that you can use. If you have any other eyeshadow colors or monochromatic looks you'd like to see me do, then please by all means let me know. Someone in the last video commented and said they would like to see a blue gold combination, which is something I don't know that I would ever do because I don't use a lot of gold eyeshadows. So I love when you guys give me suggestions. It helps me sometimes do stuff out of the box or out of my comfort zone or things I wouldn't possibly necessarily think to do, but because you suggested it, now I can try it. So keep those suggestions coming, and if you like this video or found it helpful at all, then please give it a like and consider subscribing because I do tutorials, makeup hauls, swatches, and product reviews here on my channel every Saturday. I want to thank you for joining me this week. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.